Thursday, Friday, 2-man power trip time. Made Spider Can, AK Miss AK. Put your mom in the face for a leg lock. Follow Friday Night Yerrr on YouTube. And, support the gang. But, 2K24 dropping next week. We're definitely going to be on here, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, my GM mode. I'm bringing 2000 WCW back to his rightful position on top. First round draft pick will be Cody Rhodes.
Oh, see.
Yeah, listen. Let me get Cody.
Is Goldberg in the game? I'm not gonna lie. And this may sound bad. I'm kind of sad that fucking Brock Lesnar is not going to be a freely playable character.
Well, once he gets all the charges drop, they'll drop the skin. They'll drop his character.
Because he's in the game. I was gonna say you can even play him, but only in showcase mode. Because they couldn't. They're doing WrestleMania. WrestleMania is the showcase mode, so they couldn't. If you take out all of Brock Lesnar's WrestleMania moments, that shortens that shit substantially. So for right now, you can only play.
You can replace with another match. They'd be okay.
They didn't feel like it though. They were like, nah.
WWE was pretty slow. I mean, SmackDown is on, but The Rock decided to take to the internet and shit on Cody for 20 minutes.
Yo, beyond shit on Cody, yo. This nigga was epic. Like,
fuck your story.
Fuck. I mean, that's the tagline of it all, yo. Fucking, and that's the sentiment to it. Whether they want to admit it or not, I think there's more than a few fucking people out there that is exactly how they feel about it.
And then also shitting on Seth Rollins, talking about my billionaire friends don't give a fuck about you at Netflix. While The Rock signed his deal with WWE and TKO and Netflix, they didn't once bring up and said, hey, Seth Rollins going to be the champion because they don't know who the hell you are.
That was some cold shit, yo.
This is The Rock we needed, and we didn't know we needed at the end of the day. Now, he's fully invested in this character. I'm for it.
But okay, listen. I get you being for it, but is it worth all the runaround? How many matches do we need to get out of this? Does The Rock only have to wrestle once in this whole thing, and we'll be okay?
Twice.
Okay. Because that's the only hang up I've had on it. I'm like, listen, this is all beautiful. This is amazing. But if I'm only going to get fucking one match out of it, this is literally this is for real, like, crossing into
give me 2 to 3 matches. Give me Rock versus Cody, night 1 at Mania. I'm just spitballing here. Yeah. Give me a Rock match at SummerSlam, and then you can wait till Mania to fight Roman. That's all you need. 3 matches, simple enough, effective enough.
I still listen. Have you looked at any of these conspiracy theories going on in the wrestling community? Have you heard that The Rock might be a double agent? I've
seen somebody on TikTok saying Rock was a double agent, and that's how.
Yeah. And I mean, listen, I'm not okay. I am conspiracy theorist Jones. I'm not gonna lie. I enjoy a good conspiracy theory. That doesn't mean I believe it, just because I enjoy partaking in it. But there is some. It would be kind of flashy. That could, because is The Rock really okay with being a heel? But I think there might be some credence. It could be a super surprise swerve if all of a sudden we get to the end of the match and fucking Solo and Jimmy go to fucking intervene or some shit like that, and The Rock just stops them. I mean,
that's where Tama Tonga can just come in and.
Yeah, I was gonna say Tama Tonga out there. Listen, Jacob Fatu is a free agent. Zilla Fatu is a free agent. Fucking Tama Tonga is allegedly already signed with the fucking company, and we just had. I mean, there's so much you can do.
Yeah, they make a new bloodline. The old bloodline's kind of. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying it they're stale or anything like that, because you do have Paul Heyman still. Soul Sikoa has been Soul Sikoa. That's what you're gonna get from Soul Sikoa. And Jimmy's just been there being a thorn in the side of Jey Uso, which is fine. But a fresh face bloodline with Tama Tonga, Jacob Fatu, Rock.
Zilla Fatu too. That little dude fucking. He looks like a mini Umaga though. He really does.
Shit, they all
They all look alike. We know.
they all look alike. Goddamn Samoans. So that's pretty much WWE. They had their pay-per-view. Now it's AEW's turn to have their pay-per-view. They're gonna have Revolution. And building wise, it's not the greatest build to all these matches, but the card looks good. I'm not gonna lie.
It does.
It does have their fair share of bangers in there. We all know it's gonna be Sting's last match. You know,
but think about it. Sting's last match is a tag team match, and the Young Bucks are. So what? The Young Bucks are going over Sting in his fucking last match.
Hey, Sting's last match in WCW was Flair, I believe, and then his last match in WWE was Seth Rollins. He never really had the best last matches in the companies he was in. I forgot his last match in TNA.
But are we gonna get the best Stinger match out of the fucking Young Bucks? I almost want them to just bow out, let them give us the tag titles, and have a
Is this not Sting's best run right now?
I mean, yeah, but in ring wise, I don't think so, because I don't need to see Sting jumping off of fucking balconies and shit. I don't need Sting to take fucking table bumps, bro. It's doing too much for me personally.
Well, you can't
pull. The same age as my fucking mom. You know what I mean?
You can't pull 30-minute bangers with fucking Cactus Jack in 1992. So I mean,
I don't even need that. I'm just saying, fucking. I don't need all the fucking. I don't need the crazy antics. But that's just me personally. What happens if Sting gets fucked up beforehand and then he's like...
He hasn't yet. That's the crazy part.
That is true. As many crazy bumps as I've seen him take, he keeps on running.
He jumped off the fucking scaffold and landed on 8 niggas. I mean, and Hikuleo was randomly there. Where the fuck is he at? But all right, cool. Yeah, a random Hikuleo sighting at AEW was not what I was expecting. But hey, so the card right now is this thing. Originally, it was the meaty meat niggas match. But they just said fuck it and just added Hook Jericho for whatever reason.
Still having Jericho. Chris Jericho still. I mean, he's not a draw because he does horrible numbers.
Oh, don't forget Brian Cage in this match randomly also. So no, not the Brian Cage. He's just not a draw whatsoever. And it's cool, you know. Sometimes you just have to be a hand. You know what I mean? So I don't know what the fuck this match is gonna do. I have no expectations of this match. I'm not even gonna predict the winner. Fuck it, I'll predict the winner. Hook goes over. Fuck it.
Hook. I mean, they had something with Hook, but then they just sort of killed it.
They honestly never had something with Hook. It was just Hook. Cool entrance, Captain Bronson.
He's good in the ring too. The kid is really good in the ring.
He has maybe the worst strikes in wrestling. But
as far bruh, his judo throws, they look more pleasing than Ronda Rousey's.
I get it. They're cool.
No one's getting hurt.
Listen, the throws are cool, and with Taz on the fucking commentating to put.
But who doesn't throw floaty looking punches and
he throws the worst strikes I've ever seen in my life.
I don't know, bro. Listen.
He won for a short strike.
Doing machine gun chops. And
I get it. I get it. And you know, Eddie Kingston gracefully tributes everything to the old Japanese niggas. Get it. But for a short strike, Hook will wind up all the way back here and then throw the softest punch. Look at his corner strike. They look so nasty.
That's what I was just about to point out. I was like, you think them body blows do look a little bit
nasty.
Yeah. But the kid's got, bruh, if he was just good on the mic, bro. If he was just good on the mic, you could do something with it.
Oh, well.
And it's crazy because Taz has always been I like to think of Taz as a slightly above average talker, I think. His promo game's nothing that the scholars of yore will herald about.
I get it, but Taz's best promo game was against JR.
What I'm
Simple and quick. I'm going to beat your old ass up. Simple and sweet. That's all you really need.
You can't even argue with that.
I got Hook going over in this match. Fuck it. It doesn't matter. A rematch for no reason? But hey, always good to see Danielson back in the ring. Eddie Kingston, he's still living his wet dream, having those 3 titles. Yeah, man. Also tributing old Japanese.
Listen, I don't want to hate on Eddie Kingston though, because I look back at his pro wrestling guerrilla days and his fucking Defy days and all these other NWA. Like, he's always had the it factor, and he is like the epitome. And if he was, I don't know, he's missing something, but he could almost have, I know this will sound like blasphemy. If they did it right, I feel like Eddie Kingston could have a very Dusty Rhodes-like quality to him.
Well, minus the body dysmorphia he does have, so just like, just saying, you can't get it right in your own head, then you're just not gonna get it right at all. No knock to any mental illness.
But you know what I'm saying. Like there have been multiple people in wrestling who haven't had these top tier ridiculous physiques and still made a fucking amazing living. Still have amazing matches.
No knock to his physique. I'm just saying, if you don't see it within yourself, you're not gonna have other people like. It'll be 50-50. They'll either agree with you and you need to get in shape, or they'll be like, hey, you're fine the way you are. You are a realistic wrestler, or whatever the case. You don't have to be super jacked.
I'm going to be honest, and this will be one little bit of praise I'll give to TK, because this is really how I feel about it. I feel like TK sees the possibilities in Eddie Kingston, and I feel like this whole Triple Crown thing was sort of supposed to be like a confidence booster for Eddie, to show like, yo, we have the faith in you to go out here and fucking do this shit for real. Like, you could be the guy of the division.
That's the thing. Due to internal issues within himself, he'll never see the confidence that he thinks he should or does deserve. If you look at Danielson's promo,
because like his Player Tribune fucking articles, that shit hit you in the feels. Like, you could tell from reading that, this is a guy that legitimately, I have no doubt in my mind, Eddie Kingston loves pro wrestling. Like, there's no doubt.
I bet he loves pro wrestling more than himself.
He very well could. But I mean, every promo
against him is the same. You have potential. Yeah. You have this. You have that. You're supposed to be better than this. You gotta go. Like, stop doing it. Like, cool. It's something that's not gonna get passed overnight. Is this something he has to work on? You don't have to blend reality into fantasy. Just whatever. It's a struggle. You know what I mean? So just like, shout out to Eddie Kingston. I think he's phenomenal in the ring and a talker. I just don't like the way he's booked for obvious reasons. But if you got Danielson as opponent, it's going to be a good match. I don't see why, though, if this is Danielson's last run. So why would you put Eddie over Danielson again? But you can't take the titles away. It's weird. I don't know what's going to go on in this match. AEW's weird booking again.
I think I feel like almost like, is this for those belts though?
I believe so. Yeah, it is for those belts.
I think Danielson might be going over, because New Japan's in its phase right now, and they are one of the belts at stake in all this. They're in this. Matt Riddle's the TV champion, fucking Nick Nimitz the global champion. They're putting on sort of this ex-WWE front to try and make up for some of the star power they've lost. I feel like they might want Bryan Danielson over and Eddie Kingston.
Glazing the Gaijins. That's what New Japan is trying to do with everybody leaving. So I don't really blame them. But, AEW, they got to have one women's match on here. So Toni Storm, Deonna Purrazzo. I don't know. The best Toni Storm we've seen. We all know Deonna Purrazzo is a dog in Impact.
It's not getting old. The Toni Storm stuff's not getting old to you at all?
It's cool. Like the cinematography of it is cool. I was never a fan of it. I mean, of the character to begin with, but it is something new, I guess. And AEW doing their best to hitch the wagon on this horse. But it is AEW, and AEW do not promote their women well. So the last match Deonna Purrazzo had when she fought Madison Rayne and dropped her on her fucking head. Jesus Christ, that match was disgusting. I don't really have too much faith in this match. I hope it goes good, but yeah, I got Toni Storm retaining.
Both of those women are capable of having an amazing match, though.
I get it, but it's just, I don't know, that night where they just had back-to-back squash matches. Well, one was a squash match and one was a botch match. But hopefully it goes good. Toni Storm has a ankle block randomly. I don't know. That's just weird.
It was weird, but I feel like maybe old girl Madison Rayne might have got concussed a little before the whole.
Oh, she got fucked. She was done. She was done it when she got dropped on her head.
Which is kind of crazy to think, because Madison Rayne's a trainer. You know what I mean? Like, she's hired on as AEW. She's not. She's obviously a talent but like, her key thing is she's a trainer for the other wrestlers back there with like fucking Pat Buck and those other guys back there, Dean Malenko, shit like that. She's a trainer.
But I hope this is a good match. I got Toni Storm retaining, obviously. They're going to ride this horse through. Mercedes show up and probably beat her, I guess. However, your boy, Will Ospreay was
This could be, listen, to quote Uncle Dave, this could be 5 stars. This could be 5 stars in the making.
I don't have a doubt there's going to probably be matching tonight because it is Ospreay. Takeshita is like probably the best kept secret in wrestling. So kudos to AEW giving Takeshita a shot. He's wrestling Kenny Omega, and I think he wrestled Jericho, right? If I'm not mistaken. And then now you're going off the Will Ospreay. All right, cool. I like it. Probably match of the night. I got Ospreay probably going over.
Yeah, he's got to. This is the first match officially on the roster, isn't it?
Or it's gonna be a fuck finish, and they kick him out of Down Callis family. Probably. I don't know.
God. Let's not put that
I am still think fuck finish. I am still think fuck finish.
It could be, dude. I don't want to think about it like that because they have the ability to put on such a fucking display. It's not even funny.
Right. So it could be match of the night, or it could be a fuck finish. That's my stake in this. Will Ospreay is going to win regardless. Now to worst match of the night, probably Christian versus Dan Garcia.
You think?
Probably the worst match of the night.
Are you
minus the women? Minus the women. There's no real build. Your dad's dead. Cool. Dan Garcia, he's conflicted between sports entertainer, pro wrestler. He's still with the fucking daddy magic goof niggas.
They were good. 2.0 were good in NXT as a tag team. I don't know what AEW did to them, but
listen, I don't know. It's just whatever. Nick Wayne's gonna get involved, I guess, some way, shape, or form. It's gonna also be a fuck finish, but I don't know. Well, Christian's retaining, obviously, so we'll see what. I don't know.
Bruh, it's just so lackluster. I feel bad because AEW used to be so hyped, but like TK's got to get his booking better. He's got to do something, man.
Hey, it's 9 matches. It's not 14 matches, so he's kind of learning.
Yeah, that's one good thing. I didn't see this card.
It's not gonna be a hostage situation.
But didn't they just bring over an ex WWE producer for creative, or for some reason? Yeah.
Just a yeah, I mean, I do like this match. It's random as fuck.
What's up, man? I just wish they hadn't given Roderick Strong that lame ass gimmick.
Adam.
Now he's got orange.
Well, we could. I mean, it's no secret. Roderick Strong was probably the worst on the mic in wrestling for whatever company he was on, except for Bobby Fish. I mean, Bobby Fish is the worst, and then ever since ROH, Roderick Strong never learned how to use his mic skills. So arguably, it's probably the best Roderick Strong being on the mic. Shout out to the Kingdom supporting him. I got Roderick Strong going over, honestly.
You think he's taking the belt off of Cassidy? They got to do something with the devil and his flunkies after the failed.
Yeah, it was something with this shit.
It was the Observer's worst gimmick of the year or worst feud of the year. One of the two.
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah, but why would you try and when they should have changed course as soon as fucking Adam Cole got injured? Like,
that's your boy. I mean, he can't change course. He's like, we're gonna ride this through, baby.
That's crazy, though.
I got Roderick Strong winning this.
I'm gonna be contrary. I think TK has a fun. Orange Cassidy is the brother that Tony Khan never had, bro. You ever see TK in a picture with fucking Orange Cassidy? This nigga is smiling ear to ear, fucking like, and he's like that with most people, but it's every time, whether it looks like it's a candid photo or a press photo, that nigga just looks happy to be around Orange Cassidy. So I don't think he's going to take he already fucked him over once when he had him play hot potato with the belt with John Moxley for fucking for no fucking reason, bro. They should have just kept this streak going. At least then it was something. But
I think this match is going to be a banger.
Yeah, but bro, I'm so tired of fucking FTR being wasted. This is one of the greatest tag teams in the world, and fucking Tony Khan just seems like he's incapable of using them. And I don't really care for the tag team of Mox and fucking Claudio.
Well, it's not going to be matching tonight, but I think it's going to be a good match. So
yeah, but that's just because Claudio's amazing and so is FTR. John Moxley is meh.
Mid. But you know, I got FTR winning, hopefully.
God, I hope so. They don't usually lose in tag matches unless it's to the fucking Young Bucks.
The Young Boys.
But
so
yeah,
this
I hope
match,
you're right.
Joe, Swerve, Hang Lane.
Yeah. Old Hangnail.
I got Joe retaining.
I've got Swerve becoming the first black champion, and it's just so he can hold the belt up until fucking Wembley. And it's just so Swerve can hold the belt until Wembley, and then Will Ospreay will get it up off of him then, because that'll be one of Tony Khan's.
You got Joe's a transitional?
Yeah, low key.
Nasty.
Well, listen, he's been okay so far, but we ain't gonna act like Samoa Joe's not injury prone. We talk about a lot of people being injury prone in this day and age. Everyone, and let's not act like. And thank goodness nothing's happened to him thus far. So far, he's had fucking. I feel like since he's been in AEW, he might have got injured like once for a little bit in the beginning, but he hasn't had anything serious to set him down for a minute. And I hope it continues that way. I love Samoa Joe.
I got Joe retaining. Maybe. You know, I think
I'm going Swerve Strickland because Tony knows his promotion needs a little pop in business, and the first ever black champion.
It needs some stuff.
Swerve Strickland's not a bad choice for a first ever black champion.
That is true.
Good on the mic, amazing in the ring. Fucking.
Of course, it's probably going to main Matthew and Nicholas Jackson or Darby and Sting.
God.
I got the young asses
winning. Last match, folks.
Yeah, I got the young asses winning this match.
I do too. Unfortunately,
they're gonna be uber heels.
The California kids, the Cucamonga kids, are gonna pull off the caper.
Yeah, be the most hated wrestlers in the business.
Bro, why won't they just go away for a little bit? They went away, but not for long enough, bro. We can't miss you if you don't go away. You are not helping the ratings any. You are not fucking. People roll their eyes at your segments, legitimately.
Because they're not. Okay, how can I put this? So, for the Young Bucks throughout their career, They just had to wrestle. That's it. So you go out there, do your shtick. You get to go home at the end of the night and just be like, cool. That's it. Now you are in a real promotion where you had to build storylines. You had to build some hype to a match. You had to build something. You had to go through controversies. You had to do some things you don't want to do. You had to do what's best for business in some way, shape, or form. And cool. They had a cool cage match with the Lucha Bros. I thought it was overrated. They had a cool match with Kenny and Hangman. Fine. Solid match. But you did what you usually do. Have great matches, go backstage. You were never great in building a story.
Their moment makers.
You did that maybe two or three times. But can you build a story like, I'll say, New Day and the Usos?
Even fucking think about and I know it's nothing super grand, but look at Imperium and the New Day. This has been the best we've seen out of fucking Imperium since they got to the main roster.
It's all about building the story.
And it hasn't been super intricate. You haven't needed all these inside jokes. And I'm all for inside jokes. Fucking every smart fan likes being a smart fan because you know when fucking the promotion's playing up to you. But bruh, you don't need all that sometimes. Sometimes you can just fucking wrestle and cut a promo and keep it moving and it's gonna fucking come off way better.
Remember when Private Party beat the Young Bucks and didn't mean shit?
I do.
All I'm saying. But they're gonna beat Sting. Sting's have a send off. I don't know how it's gonna sound. I don't know how Sting's gonna have a send off with they're
gonna his send off. His final picture is gonna be the Young Bucks standing over him with bloody suits on. Fucking, oh my god! Maybe they'll bring out a pack covered loafer.
You gotta love it.
Oh my god! This can't be. This is Sting's last match.
It is.
He said
this can't be life. Atrocious. He said this can't be life.
It's crazy. What are we doing? Tony Khan, what are you doing?
Being Booker of the Year, apparently.
Well, no, Triple H. Triple H is Booker of the Year.
Oh, yeah, you lost the title.
Tony Khan came in like third. I think Scott D'Amore even made it on the list and fucking Rafi Ogawa. I'm sure that was a good pat on his head before he starts a new promotion to sell the Bushi Road again.
But that is Revolution 2024. I think it's tomorrow, so it's gonna be Saturday. Gonna watch it.
Yep, it's tomorrow.
Other than that, some other wrestling topics. So, I'll ask you this: with a great rivalry, right? Let's just say, who's Randy Orton's greatest rival, right? You can
John Cena.
Okay, but who's John Cena's greatest rival?
Oh,
it would be Edge for the most part, right?
Yeah, if you think about the peak of his run, yeah, it'd be Edge.
So do you think that's a weird concept for just like two rivals to not be their best rival? They just put on good matches, and sometimes the fans can get fooled. Because I see A&E is going to do the rivalry with Macho Man and Jake the Snake. I think Macho Man's greatest rival was Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, it was. I didn't know they were doing Macho Man and Jake the Snake. Fucking, I thought you were going to say Macho Man and Hogan, honestly. But I guess Jake the Snake did. I mean, you know the story. Fucking Macho Man was so paranoid, he made Jake get bit by the snake first before they went out, so he'd know that it really had been defanged and wasn't poisonous. And then fucking when the match finally happened, and fucking Jake made sure to fucking, which is animal abuse, what I'm about to say is, so I'm not condoning this. This is what Jake the Snake says he did. He said he made sure to slap the bag around and hit it to make sure the snake was nice and pissed off when he put it out there to bite fucking Macho Man. So there was no poison, but he made sure that motherfucker was angry when it bit him. And I mean, that kind of malice, that's real deal heat. You know what I mean? This nigga abused an animal.
That's good. I mean, it's good television.
It was amazing. That's some of the only old school wrestling that I can really indulge myself in, where I'm not just like, this isn't for me. Something about that early 90s, late 80s fucking WWF, it was different. Fucking Macho Man. Lots of cocaine.
I always find that interesting, that the concept of a rival. So it's just like, all right, you could say Austin Rock, right?
Wouldn't you say Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins even? But I don't know, because Roman and Cody before it's all said and done.
I would say Roman's greatest rival was Brock.
Okay, I could definitely see that, but that's kind of fucked up, because I was low-key thinking Seth's greatest rival.
But I would say because Brock, it's the evolution of their battle. Brock went from heel to a face.
Yeah.
Because their first match, he was a heel. The last match, I think it was 38. He was a low-key face.
Yeah. No, he was a straight back, bro. You hear the pop when he lifted up the fucking ring with a forklift?
He was a baby face going into 38. And then Roman started out as a face and then slowly transitioned into a heel.
You got to think the pandemic's what did it. He took that leave at the beginning of the Thunderdome era, and then the nigga came back at the very end of the Thunderdome era, and it was different time, and he was with Paul Heyman and fucking. It was.
But I like the certain rivalries
or whatever.
I like the certain rivalries that Seth had. I don't see Seth having a real rival. I mean, Cody, he had great matches with Cody, great matches with Riddle, great matches with Finn. It was certain
good matches with Roman too. He's had some good matches.
And he had good matches. He has the only DQ kind of win against Roman.
Yeah.
Shout out to Xavier Woods also. But I think Seth is. I see him having rivalries, but they blow off. Like they're a bunch of blow off rivalries, but nothing really sticks. I think him and Roman does stick. The one that stuck the most was him and Dean Ambrose.
I kind of agree, but like I said, I don't know. Just that whole little him and Brock, it just always fucking stuck with me because he got the Beast Slayer moniker and all that. You know what I mean? But I could definitely, I would not put a great stink up against an argument for Dean Ambrose being Seth Rollins' greatest rival. I just wish Jon Moxley wasn't, or if he could have just stayed the same Jon Moxley that showed up in 2019 when he first showed up in AEW, I think that would be cool. And here comes a little flagrant take, I'm not gonna lie, and it's happened before. Jon Moxley went to rehab, yo, and when he came back, wrestlers act it once they're clean. Is there something different? Think about HBK once he came back and he was done with the cocaine and he was back on the Jesus train, and the run wasn't as good.
I mean, that was the best run he had. I think the second run was the best run.
But I don't know. Maybe the matches. I don't know. I liked.
You mean you got him and Sheldon, him and Cena, him and Trips.
That's true.
Him and Jericho.
Maybe the cocaine didn't make that big of a difference.
The cocaine wasn't pure.
But yeah, Dean Ambrose had some good runs. Were they obnoxious and weird at the end? But I think that was all of WWE at that time. Like the time where this nigga was wearing a gas mask getting inoculated in the ass was just a nasty time. That was a 2015, thing. 2016, something like that.
Something like that. So I'll ask this before we go out. So it seems though WWE, don't matter who's injured or whatever the case, somebody's always there to step up and they can make amazing products. They can have 70 people injured and it doesn't really fucking matter. AEW, with these injuries that they do have, MJF, or he's just written off TV, I don't know if it's a real injury or not.
MJF is a legit injury.
We got Kenny Omega. and some other superstar that are, well, I'm sorry, it's AEW, so wrestlers are injured, and they just can't seem to just like maintain the level of competition that they had with these guys that are still on TV. So just like, can Will Ospreay save the company?
No, and I love Will Ospreay. He's one of the best pro wrestlers ever, in my opinion. The dude, he, in my opinion, he took, refined, mixed, and perfected this high flyer mixed with brawler type style. Fucking, he can have a good throwdown on the mat, and he can also do all the flippy shit that everybody likes.
Can Okada save the company?
No. And I love Kazuchika Okada. But this nigga just came off one of the most amazing, maybe the most amazing wrestling run in Japanese history, wouldn't you say? Outside of maybe fucking Antonio Inoki or fucking goddamn, I don't know who else you'd want to put in there. So many names, whether it be Keiji Muto or fucking goddamn Misawa. Fucking, there's a lot, but I mean, Kazuchika Okada is sort of the pinnacle of the last 10 to 15, maybe 20 years, I feel like. He's been that dude forever. And now he's coming over to a place where, in the grand scheme of things, has a substantially less. I feel like more people watch New Japan on TV than probably more people watch fucking AEW in the United States, but I don't know. I just feel like they're gonna fuck up Okada.
So The Rock just acknowledged Roman as his tribal chief. So now it's getting a little bit more suspenseful. Don't you like when a plan goes together and you don't know what the fuck's going on?
I don't know, man. The Rock, like I said, it's all suspect to me at the moment.
It's all sus. So The Rock came out, just to let y'all know. Rock came out and said he said fuck the one-on-one match. So it's gonna be Rock, Roman versus Cody and Seth, night 1. Cody and Seth win, then the Bloodline's banned from the main event. But if The Rock wins with Roman, then it's Bloodline rules, which is no DQ. So that's another thing that just ticks me off. I love the moniker of no DQ matches with the.
It's constantly revolving. It could be anything. It could be anything from a Miracle on 34th Street match to a fucking goddamn anything but just calling it a hardcore match.
Right. Hey, viewers, you know the difference between a no holds bars match and a no DQ match? I don't know.
There isn't one.
There is, technically.
Okay, technically speaking. But listen, the rules have changed so much. Listen, when's the last time you saw a Texas death match actually go the way it was supposed to, the original rule set?
Barely.
Yeah. I was going to say, it doesn't happen all like that. These matches they turned the Tupelo concession stand brawl into a fucking no holds barred match.
This is the era we're in wrestling, but the mystery of WrestleMania 40 goes on to see what the fuck is really going to go on.
Yeah, but that could maximize viewership. So you got The Rock and Roman versus Cody and Seth on night 1, and you're still getting but that means Cody won't be main eventing, because where's Cody and Drew going to go at on the card?
It's night 1. They'll be fine. Everything will work itself out. The final card is not even out. They got 4 matches booked.
What if they pull the power move and start the match with The Rock and fucking Roman versus Seth and Cody?
That's something.
I mean, that's like that.
Shit, that's a Brock move right there. But
yeah, I want to get done first so I can go home.
Right. Yeah, Jericho rules. He either want to be first or last.
They said that was Roman's rules too for a good minute.
Oh.
And then he went on in the middle not too long ago.
Next week, we're going to be ready. 2K24. Going to be streaming it. Jamel will be back on. We do need a fourth though. Maybe it might be Menace. Maybe get somebody else. But 3 is fine. I did 3 with 2K23. That was fun. So yeah, I'm rocking the WCW. If my first pick could have been Buff Bagwell, it would have been. But we're trying to win the ratings war. And don't forget, I'm gonna get one of them little custom Negroes a fucking title. Don't get me wrong.
Oh shit!
2K23.
He said a creative character is getting a belt.
Listen, sometimes you need what you need, and sometimes the niggas
fuck the purists. You're getting in your bag. You gonna max the nigga's stats and everything.
I'm not maxing shit. I'm just making sure niggas is on budget. And
how much does he cost? How much is a creative character?
Like maybe like $5K, some bullshit like that.
Yeah.
And now if you ask for a $100K bonus, I'm gonna fire you. Hey, straight up.
Niggas said you're getting out of here.
You're done. You're cooked. But yeah, I've seen some of the 2K ratings. It's kind of wild.
Yeah, bro. Some of them are nasty.
They're glazed in Logan Paul, but I understand it.
No, but Logan, listen, he hasn't had a bad match yet. He hasn't had a whole lot of matches, but none of them have been bad in my opinion. Even the match with The Miz, whether it's a match with Roman or the match with Seth, fucking him and Miz versus fucking Dom and Ray wasn't a horrible match.
And don't forget, they DLC and then CM Punk made the DLC list.
Yeah.
So you know
that's lit. It just sucks you're gonna have to wait a minute to get him.
That is a petition they did try and do. I think a little fake petition trying to get He's always gonna be in the game. Pretty sure. Jay's on that list. A bunch of other people's on that list for DLC. So we'll be ready. We'll be ready to stream. Hopefully, I'll be ready. Get this game, upload, download, get this Twitch thing ready. Get ready on YouTube. We'll be ready on here though. So yeah, we'll be ready. I think. Yeah. Next week, I think the game will officially be out. So, you know, Maze by AK Mistake, put your mom in strict 4-leg out file. Friday Night Yerrr on YouTube. But when 2K24 does come out, follow the Facebook page for Friday Night Yerrr because we gotta make one of those. And then on YouTube, also going live with that. And then on Twitch, going live. Friday Night Yerrr, going to draft. We're probably going to run the first week. You get to see all that. So I'm pretty sure Afro Comedy is going to be there. Eastside Reviews is going to be there. You know, I'm definitely going to be there.
Possibly TBD, but we'll figure it out.
Listen, if you signing on and you don't show up, I'm going to auto draft you. I'm going to auto run your shit, and you just can't be mad about it.
Hey.
Afro Comedy, where you can find you at though?
Of course, you can find me at AfroComedy765 on all platforms. Of course, you can find me here on Friday Night Yerrr with Cam, talking all the wrestling. You can find me on Overall 99 Media, being an Overall 99 scumbag. 3-episode rule. You can find me there watching the first 3 episodes of anime, so you don't have to. You know the vibe. Something flagrant, something inflammatory.
Bet. We out here. See y'all next week. Subscribe to the channel. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe.
Hit the notification bell.
Hit the motherfucking notification bell. And you know, we're going to be streaming some video games next week.
Yep, there's some streaming ahead, folks. Probably some dirty politics going on.
Yes, sir. 2-man power trip. We out here. Enjoy yourselves.
Peace.